So what exactly is the best online business to start for complete beginners right now in 2026 and beyond? Right now, there's more options than ever before. You have all these other things you could jump into. You got all these different social media platforms, and you're wondering, where should I actually start that can make me the most amount of money without having to sell out my kidney to get started, right? So I'm going to go over all 5 of them that I have in this list. I'm going to go over the pros and cons to all of them. And then at the very end, I'm going to reveal my number 1 side hustle that you could start right now as a beginner. And if you want to see at any point how to earn an extra $3,000 per month online without spending money on paid ads, and you could check out the free training that I will have linked down below. So real quick, let's dive in and let's talk about the top 5 online businesses to start. Starting with number 1, which is drop shipping. Now this was really popular back in 2018. And right now, from what I see, it's mostly like young teenagers that are still doing this. I don't really know too many people that are still doing this, but basically all it is where you come over to a platform like AliExpress or Alibaba or Temu, I guess could be another one. And right here, you could buy really cheap products from China. So for example, these jet fan blowers, and then you can get these little toy cars for $2.50. And then you can buy them and then sell them on eBay, right? And you could actually list the products on eBay without having to own them physically. And whenever someone buys them, then you just take their address that they give you, and then you buy it for cheaper here. You put in their address, it gets shipped to them, and then you basically just collect the profit margins. So that's basically how drop shipping works. And again, I don't know too many people that are doing this right now. On paper, it sounds like a very simple business model. However, there are a lot of downsides to this. Number 1 is you're going to likely run into issues where if the product doesn't get shipped out as quickly as expected, then that's a whole issue that you got to resolve with the original merchant that you bought from. And then also, if let's say you list something and then it sells out on here, then you got to take your listing down. It's a whole bit of a hassle that you got to worry about. So there is a bit of customer service that you will have to deal with in terms of this business model. However, it is something that can build up if you know how to automate it and stuff like that. So I personally don't recommend this one just because of the fact that it's very manual, especially in the beginning when you're first building it up. But once you have a store that has a lot of good reviews and you're able to get products listed quickly, then this can be a decent earning potential with this one right here. So the next one I want to go over is faceless YouTube automation. This one is very popular right now. And the whole benefit, the whole selling point with this business model right here is you can make money on YouTube without having to show your face or speak on camera. And so that's basically where you set up a channel like alux.com, or another one is Self-Improvement Pill. And there's many other channels like this where it is a voice narrating something about either becoming wealthy. So this channel right here, Alux, is all about luxury and fine living. And they have a lot of really great videos here. So I've actually been subscribed to this channel for quite a number of years, and they put a lot of really great videos. And so basically you can hire someone to write the entire script for you. You could have someone do a voiceover, and then you could have someone create thumbnails for you, right? Or in many cases now, you could probably use AI to do a lot of this stuff as well. So it might actually be a little bit cheaper to do now compared to a couple years ago. So that's really the main benefit of this business model right here. And then of course, if you can get a ton of videos out quickly and people like them and they're engaging, then you could of course build up a massive channel pretty quickly, like this one right here with 5 million subscribers, or like the 3 million right here. So there are a lot of people succeeding with this business model. However, the one thing to be aware of is the fact that this is going to take quite a bit of investment on the front end. And so that's because of the fact that you are outsourcing all of this stuff. So rather than you having to create the videos yourself, you're going to need to invest, $5,000 before you can expect a channel to realistically take off. And that's not to mention that if you were to buy like a how to do YouTube automation, majority of the YouTube automation courses that I've come across are at least anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 just to even start. So if you want to remove a lot of the trial and error, then you're likely going to have to invest anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 upfront before you could expect to have a channel or multiple channels that are taking off for you. So for that reason, I would say this is a better business model to do if you already have a successful business already and if you're already earning massive amount online. However, someone who's brand new, who doesn't currently making money, I would not recommend this approach right here. So third option you could look into is Amazon FBA. And of course, you are leveraging, the platform. Products sell Amazon very quickly. And so if you just get the whole benefit here is you send the products off to Amazon and they literally take care of everything else for you. They set up a listing on your behalf. They do all the shipping and fulfillment. All you really have to do is just send the products to Amazon. And so this is really convenient for people who are getting online right now because it's like a lot of the, on your end, right? The only downside is the fact that you're going to have to invest quite a massive amount into products that you could send over to Amazon. So you're going to need to find a supplier to find the products, and then you send them over to Amazon. What a lot of people do with this is they will go to like Walmart, Target, one of those big supermarkets, and then they will scan items that are like on the clearance section, and then they'll check. There's an app where you could check the price on Amazon to see what it is, and if it's like sitting higher on Amazon, then you can list it on here, send it off to Amazon, and then they take care of everything. So that is one way that you can do pretty well with this, but the other downside of this business that I want to mention is the fact that Amazon can shut you down at any point. So I personally do not like the idea of being fully reliant on one platform like Amazon. However, it is still a great way that people can earn a full-time income online. And so next one I want to talk about is TikTok Shop. This became really popular about 3 years ago when it first launched, I believe in 2023. And so the whole benefit here is if you know how to post videos on TikTok, then you could pretty much do this. And so you've scrolled on TikTok for any amount of time, then you've probably seen videos like this of people promoting things like tripods, or I have one of these, by the way. It's a really nice tripod. And it would have the orange shopping cart icon here. You click it and you could just buy it directly from the video. And it's really convenient because you could just post a video reviewing a product. And because it is on the TikTok platform, and you're using one of their features, they tend to push out your videos a lot more compared to if you just post a regular video with like a bio. And so that's because TikTok also benefits from it. However, the thing with this is you are going to need to have a bit of a following already in order to get accepted. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, unless if they change this, I'm not sure exactly, but I believe with this you have to have at least 5,000 followers on TikTok in order to get approved in the TikTok program. I have heard of some people that got approved early on, like maybe like 1,000. So it is something that you'll have to just try it out and see if you can get in somehow. However, when you get in, then you could start promoting products. The benefit is you can get a ton of videos going viral pretty easily with this when you have products linked. However, the thing is you are going to have a bit of a following already. And there is also the fact that TikTok is very unstable at times. And if you've been posting on TikTok, then you know what I'm talking about. They can take videos down left and right. They could suppress viewership. They could ban your account at any point. And the only other downside aside from that is the fact that the commission amounts that you get per sale are very low. So you typically are going to earn a couple bucks per sale depending on the product that you're promoting. So the main way that you'll earn a full-time income with this is if you are doing massive volumes. So that's if you have a ton of videos going viral, you got people buying through your links. And so the main way that you will become successful with this is just replicating videos that have already done well and have converted for other creators on here. So once you get good at that, then you could probably do very well with this platform. However, I wouldn't recommend relying fully on the TikTok algorithm to make money. And so that brings me to the last one here, which is digital affiliate marketing. Now, this is something that I've been doing for almost a full decade online. I still believe it is the best way to make money online for people who are, online. And so that is the fact that it has a very low startup cost, unlike most other business models that I mentioned. The profit margins are a lot higher compared to most other business models that I mentioned. Pretty much every other one that I mentioned here, all these other ones, you make like a couple dollars in profit. However, with digital affiliate marketing, you could do this without having to, dollars up front. You don't have to spend money on paid ads. You could also do this anywhere in the world. And you could even automate this business in a lot of ways as well. And so that's especially if you're promoting more digital products, like I mentioned, because of the fact that there's no shipping and fulfillment, no customer service. And also this is recession proof. So during the pandemic in 2020, affiliate marketing actually became a lot more popular. It started booming like crazy. And so that is where a lot of people started to get into this space, and it is expected to be a $1 trillion industry if it isn't already. So if you want to learn more about this and how to build up a residual income with affiliate marketing, then you could check out the free training that I have linked down below. And this goes over how you could build a $3,000 per month online income with 100% free traffic. So if you're earning that at your job right now, then you can get to that threshold pretty easily with what I show you here. And you could even be enough for a lot of people to travel outside the US if you want to do that and maybe have like another base. So yeah, check this out down below if you want to learn more. Otherwise, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this list? Did you agree with anything I mentioned here, or did you disagree with some things? Share your opinion down below. Otherwise, give this a thumbs up and take care. All the best, and see you on the inside.